Good morning, students. Now that we have gone through the chapter The Thief's Story, so it's time to discuss questions that this chapter carries. Now, before I move ahead to the exercise, let us discuss the message that this story gives. Actually, this story relates to a boy who is very happy and excited when he meets a man like Anil. And he feels very excited also when he gets a chance to study and to learn new things. But out of habit or out of his, because of his profession, he is a thief. He again steals the money of his mentor, Anil. When he was ready to abscond, almost he was going to catch the train, immediately he realized, no, my real worth would not be recognized by this world unless or until I become educated. I would live a very sophisticated and very respectful life only when I shall be educated, and I would lose a great chance if I left Anil. So this shows that a person's life could be changed if he met a mentor who could guide and help him and choose the right path of life, and who would be none other than, and he would be none other than Anil. So a person can change the life of another. So well, students, let us discuss the questions given in the chapter. First of all, we have already gone through the questions given at page number 10, page number 8 and page number 10. Only one question was left. Okay, that is given here at the top. This is question number 6. Right? Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? This question we are to discuss. And the answer is given here. Yes, Anil realized that he had been robbed, as he gave a 50 rupee note to Hari, which was still damp due to night's rain. Right? In the morning when Anil woke up and he found the money, oh, all the 12 50 rupee notes, they were wet, they were damp, and then he realized that they had been stolen, and again they were put back at the same place. He did not mind it at all. He realized that Hari Singh must have done it, and now his conscience, his soul was clear absolutely, and he put the money back, and he did not even mention it to Hari Singh, and but he had realized. Okay, so this would be the answer to this question. Okay, now I'm coming to page number 13, where these answers, these questions, they are given. Think about it first of all. Okay, think about it. Understood? We shall do these questions now. Question number 1. What are Hari Singh's reactions to the prospect of receiving an education? Do they change over time? Now some hints are also given. Compare, for example, I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. With these later thoughts, whole sentences, I knew I could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. What makes him return to Anil? This is a very good question, and if I am the paper setter. I would certainly give this question in the paper. Very important question this is. This particular question carries the whole theme of the chapter. So answer, let's go through this answer, this given answer, and then we shall discuss upon it. Right? Hari was very happy and grateful when he learned to write his name. He was very excited when Anil promised to teach him to write whole sentences as well. He knew that being an educated man will add to his abilities and he could achieve anything. But being but when he left Anil's house, he realized that stealing was simply a crime to indulge himself. What does it show here? That somewhere he had realized that this act of stealing would put him into the jail and would bring all sorts of disrespect and discomfort in life. And if he became an educated man, certainly that would add to his qualities. Okay? And being educated man, an entirely different thing. He knew the respect, reputation, and possibilities that would come to him once he was an educated man, once he was educated. So his urge to receive education compelled him to return to Anil. So here comes the realization by Hari Singh that education would certainly change his life, and this petty thievery, the act of petty thievery, would land him into the jail, and he would not be enjoying his life later on. Though this money could give him a transitional happiness, transitional momentary happiness, right? But later on, only education would give him a permanent happiness. So my dear students, you are to write your answer in this manner. Okay? Done? That's good. Now come to question number 2. Question number 2 is, why does not Anil hand the thief over to the police? Do you think most people would have done so? In what ways is Anil different from such employers? Now we are to tell the qualities of Anil here, right? Unlike others, Anil does not hand over Hari to the police on theft charges, right? Here it is given. He knew about the theft, but he did not thrash him, nor even mentioned it in front of Hari. He was glad that Hari had realized his mistake and the importance of education in life. Anil wanted Hari to become a literate man and lead a respectful life. He is different from other such employers because he is very understanding. Hari's return gave him the hope of a change in him. Hari was changed. His life was completely changed. He was revamped. And Anil, being a very conscious person, realized somewhere that if he handed him over to the police, now suddenly his life would be deteriorated, would be spoiled altogether, because in jail he would be again with other criminals, and that would cause him all sorts of loss in life, problems in life. He would be a criminal for always, and he would not be changed later on. So he even didn't mention this thing to Hari, that he had stolen the money. Why? Because such sort of act would again fill Hari's life with all sorts of guilt, and he could run away from him. So, my dear students, this would uh, be called an act, a great act on part of Anil, right? So, now we shall go to the next segment of questions, talk about it. Okay, children, ready for that? Now, the question number one. Do you think people like Anil and Hari Singh are found only in fiction, or are they such people in real life? Now, these are the questions. Generally, they fall into the category of moral questions, value based questions. Okay, but we have to do it. People like Anil and Hari Singh are found only in fiction, though exceptions might be, yes, might be there. These people are rarely found. Anil was kind and considerate person, kind-hearted person who was concerned about Hari's education and future. And Hari Singh was a thief whose heart changes after realizing the importance of education for the future. So people like these are imaginary in today's world. Maybe a few cases they can be found where such people uh, they, they can change each other's life, but person like Hari Singh, I would say they are rarely found. People like Anil you will find, but the the persons who have fallen deep into the ditch of crime are very rarely so much conscious about their future that they took such a step. Maybe or may not be such sort of people they are found in real life. Now, question number two. Question number two we take up. Do you think it is a significant detail story that Anil is a struggling writer? This explains his behavior in any way? Yes, it is significant detail that Anil is a struggling writer. His lifestyle was simple and used to spend according to his pocket at all time. His struggle sometimes gave him a lot of income, while at other times he used to worry about the next payment. Harry's observation about the discontinuation in his work justifies his behavior regarding money. What sort of man was Anil? He was, I would not call a spendthrift. He was a very casual, he had a very casual approach to life. He never gave any importance to money in his life. He was a struggling writer. Whenever any money came from any corner, he enjoyed it, and again, for the rest of the days, he would look for the money. So, very casual approach, I would say, a very casual approach to life. Yes, casual, we can call it. Okay. Now, question number three we shall take up. Have you met anyone like Hari Singh? Can you think and imagine the circumstances that can turn a 15-year-old boy into a thief? No, I haven't met. You will now. This is a question whose answer can be so many. Maybe you have any experience of meeting such a man, but here I would say no. I haven't met anyone like Hari Singh, but the existence of such people is certain. Means such people are found in life. A 15-year-old boy can be forced by circumstances to become a thief. Now, I'll just give you one example from life. Let me complete it. It may be the need to feed the stomach to satisfy illegal addiction, to maintain health and to fulfill luxurious demands, etc. Such sort of children under the age of 15, they fall into the ditch of crime. Yes, my dear. According to a survey, about 40% crime in Delhi is committed by the children under 15 years. Now you can very well realize that these children, those who don't go to school or don't have a guiding spirit in life, they are trapped by circumstances sometimes to fill their stomach first, then to satisfy their addictions. They fall into some bad habits, right, to maintain even health and to fulfill luxurious demands, etc. When they see people moving in luxurious cars and having bungalows, so these children also, the poor children, basically they develop desires in their mind to own such things, and they fall into crime, life of crime. So you can write the answer this manner, but where your experience is concerned, you have to mention it otherwise. Now the last question: where is the story set? Now you can get clues from the names of the persons and places mentioned in it. Which language or languages are spoken in these places? Do you think the characters in the story spoke in each other to each other in English? No, the story is set somewhere in Uttar Pradesh near Lucknow. Yeah, there is a mention Lucknow Express will leave at 10:30. है ना? After stealing the money, when Hari Singh was rushing towards station, and he reached the station and he had to catch Lucknow Express. So somewhere in the state of Uttar Pradesh, this story sets. We can say so because the story mentions that there is a railway station for express train to Lucknow, and the presence of street shops and bazaars, and also indicated to be a decent sized town. No, the character in the story do not speak in English, right? Because people at such places and of such economic background, they can't even speak. Moreover, if we look at Hari Singh, he is totally illiterate. When he doesn't know how to write in Hindi and he is learning from Anil, so we can easily say that they cannot afford to speak in English, right? So, my dear students, that here we mark the end of this chapter, and tomorrow we shall take up a new one. Okay? And since then, it's goodbye.